Hi everyone, Deb's here, and today I just wanted to leave a message here about dreams. And something came to my mind about when I was on that path inward, and I had these incredibly intense dreams, and I would wake up freaking out. My whole body would be in a state of anxiety and panic. And so I thought, I'm going to share this because this I know is happening for a lot of you now. And if you know what it is, guys, you will quickly reset yourself. Okay, so I'll just explain what happened to me. And if this is happening to you, you'll know you're going to get past it. Okay, it is just part of the awakening process. And I want to give you, hope that, oh, I'm not going mad. Oh my gosh, am I going to get past this? Yes, you will. So for some time, what would happen to me is I would go to sleep and I'll be in dream state, and I woke up a lot, and I still do really wake up inside the dream, and lucid dream more than ever. But now I direct those more, if you will, instead of it happening, it feels like it's happening to me. So I would wake up and I would be um, in the midst of, say, a burning fire. So I would be in a house fire, right? And it would be, I would open my eyes and I'd be like, what's happening? My whole body would freak out and I would feel like I was in a house in a fire. And then I would take a couple of breaths. I remember I used to have to get up, get a drink of water. I'd go and wash my face. And I would quietly go and sit in the lounge with my two cats, who were they were so good at that time because they just made me feel so safe. Animals are amazing for that. Um, and I would sit there and I would just be like, oh, wow, I've just cleaned something else in my dream state. I'm tidying up in my dream state. And then it occurred to me after this was happening for so long, oh my goodness, this means I'm not having to live through it. This is actually a good sign. I'm cleaning up my soul matrix. It's sentient, it's intelligent, it's on its in its own flow. And my job, what I'm doing is I'm becoming aware of it. Um, and instead of letting it freak me out, I was like, oh gosh, that's great. Something else has been done. But when it first happened to me, I was so scared. My body was literally as if I was in that fire. I remember this other dream that happened to me. Now, this is huge. And some of you have got old lives in Atlantis and stuff like that. So you might be having dreams about, um, flooding, drowning, all this sort of stuff. Um, but anyway, this particular time, I woke up and I was in the midst of an earthquake. And it was like I was so scared. Like literally, my heart rate was racing. I felt like it was gonna, my heart was gonna, come out of my chest. And I would sit up, and it's just for maybe about 10 seconds or so before you recognize it's just like dream state and lucid dreaming. I would be like, oh my God. And I would get up again and do the same thing. Well, this dream, it was almost like I was falling through cracks in the earth, and it was weird. And also it would involve family. So I'd be like, where's Caleb? Where's my hubby? Oh, what happened to my mum? Like there'd be all those sorts of fears that went with it. Because, if you look at movies in this realm and books in this realm, they often focus on loss of loved ones, and, or disasters, that type of thing. And so all this energy was coming up inside my dreams. And I distinctly remember the earthquake ones, because I had more than one of those, and the fire ones, the burning. And of course, if you don't know what this is, it's scary. It is scary. Yeah, so that's why I'm telling you. I'm just sharing because I got through that. I don't have those dreams anymore. And you may have seen on this channel, I've got two other videos: how to set the energy before you go to sleep and how to set the energy when you wake up. The reason I did those two videos is because our dream state is being utilized to integrate old wisdom, to clean out old energies. And because it's very active, we can literally wake up inside it and just, well, panics come in and stuff. But if you know what it is, you're going to go, oh my goodness, I'm on track in my awakening. I'm just waking up. I'm not going crazy. I'm in a process here. And I'm not the only one that's been through this. And when you've gone through it and you're out the other side, you look back and you just think, that was intense. And the reason why I'm sharing it is because, you know, a lot of you guys are having this happening right now. I just feel it. I know it. It's natural. And yet it seems so unnatural, and we feel we can't talk about it. So if this helps you, please pass it on to someone else. You never know what's happening with people. It could be a neighbor, it could be someone on your Facebook page or your Instagram, and they're having the same thing. They're waking up inside their dreams, thinking they're going mad, they're inside fires and earthquakes and all sorts, or they're losing their family. And they think it's like this life, and they're like, oh my God, am I going to lose my family, my partner, whatever? Well, probably not. It's just the old energy doing its thing. You can tell I'm passionate about sharing this, and I know this is intense when I'm talking, but I wish I'd have known that when I was walking through it. I know it would have been easier for me to then walk through this. Guys, you're going to get through this, all right? And flow with it. Make sure you set your energy for your day and you let go of what you've done in your sleep state. Make sure that you set your energies before you go into sleep. You could even suggest to your higher self, your team, hey, look, if you got to do some cleansing, I don't want to be aware of it tonight. If you can do it, when I'm in that deep sleep. And you can even say to your body, I don't want to wake up with this tonight. I need the rest. Because sometimes you just get exhausted, right? You just wake up feeling exhausted. It's all a good sign because you've been doing your work. Kudos to you. Yippee. So your shift in perspective around this, oh my gosh, you're just going to walk through this much easier. You won't think, I'm going mad. You won't have mental health imbalance because that starts to make you think, what's going wrong with me? And then the mind, of course, goes into all sorts of stories about what's wrong with you. You're just waking up. You're in a process. You're going to be okay. All right, guys? So take care of you. I hope this helps you. Namaste.